A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
Al Nassr are one of the powerhouses of Saudi Arabian football. They have been founded in 1955 and they are owned by the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia. It has been a discussion for a long time as the Saudi Arabian football has come leaps and bounds in recent years as they've signed players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Sadio Mane, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Brozovic, and of course Karim Benzema went to Al Ittihad. But today the question is, what would happen if Al Nassr went to the Premier League, to the English footballing pyramid? It is an aging squad and a squad that needs a lot of rebuild, but until we get Champions League football, we can only buy players 30 years or above. So that is the rule for today's rebuild. Let's get into it with, of course, the target as usual to win the UEFA Champions League. So looking at this squad, I mean, there are few very strong points, as of course Aymeric Laporte in central defense, Sadio Mane, Otavio, Brozovic in midfield, Ronaldo up top, of course, our superstar. But the thing is, there is a very, very big gap between those star players and the rest, because a 69 rated centre back, a 70 rated CDM, a 72 rated left winger, that is just not good enough, and I'm not sure how we will fare in, of course, that first season, and how we will fare in the first seasons in general, because of course, as we all know, we can only sign players 30 years or above until, of course, we reach the Champions League. Hi, big man Ronaldo. I'm happy to meet you too. Let's get to work, my man. We will be rocking a counter-attacking tactical vision. So lads, at the end of the first transfer window, we have done a lot of business. Getting in the key player from Newcastle United, a right back, in Kieran Trippier, 32 years old, 85 rated, of course. The rule to only sign 30-plus-year-old players has been applied here. Second player we get in, of course, as a replacement or an upgrade of Ospina is Manuel Neuer, 37 of course, 87 rated, but we only had to pay 2.4 million. I mean, what a price, what an incredible price. Then we have sold Al Sulaib to Watford for 1.1 million. Al Nemer has gone out on loan to Harrogate Town for a season. Al Akidi has gone out, the goalkeeper, fourth string, has gone out on loan to West Brom. Al Oleva has gone out on loan to Cambridge, our right midfielder. Saluli has gone out to, I think this is the Turkish or maybe the South Korean league. And then our third and final signing, a meme player, but a player, lads, you might laugh at me, but a player that will be a big upgrade for us in our situation, from Manchester United. It is Harry Maguire for, of course, 20.5 million. And the final two outgoings have been Al Najai to Coventry City on 1.6 million permanent, and finally Al Kaibari to Leicester on a loan, as we have called back Fofana, who was for some reason loaned out to Al Ettifaq, leaving the squad going into season number one looking like this. I mean, yes, we have filled some voids, and our first 11 is looking really strong with the additions of Maguire, Trippier, and of course Neuer. No player under the overall of... No, just one player under the overall of 80, which is Alex Telles, who is 30. So still not old, but our subs bench, of course, still looking dodgy, apart from Ospina, who is now a quality backup goalkeeper. But for the first season, I would like to think that we won't have anything to do with relegation. And yeah, I wouldn't go as far as saying we could get European football, but maybe just eyeing a top 10 finish. Strap yourselves in, lads, because this is unbelievable. This is even, I'd say, tricked. Because how can Al Nassr, after 20 games of 38 total, have 52 points? I mean, 4 draws, 0 losses, 16 wins. How is this even possible? I mean, I thought, yes, it would be great if we wouldn't fight against relegation this first season and so on and so forth. Maybe a mid-table finish, at the best, 7th, maybe 6th, but first, at the halfway point of the season, unbeaten, after 20 games, I mean, hello. I mean, trying to understand and realize what has happened here. Ronaldo, of course, being the GOAT once again here with 14 goals in 20 games. Mane also with 10 goals in 20 games. The two best performers alongside Talisca. Brozovic has had 4 goals and 4 assists, but yeah, Otavio 4 goals. Otherwise, nothing happened apart from Ronaldo, Mane, Talisca. But what I can tell you is that, where is he? Manuel Neuer has had 7 clean sheets. So we've had a lot of clean sheets. 7 clean sheets out of 18 games is very good. We, in the end, win the Premier League with only 2 defeats all season. We have only lost 2 games all season long, and we finished 20 points. 20 points above Manchester City. We have lost 2 games, they have lost 10. I mean, what a perfect season. 94 points. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, how did we do this? But also, how did the others let this happen? Because the Premier League is meant to be the most competitive league in the world. But yeah, we have just made it look like a farmers' league in season number 1. And even in the FA Cup, we reached the final. I mean, we are the new dominant force in England, I suppose, because we have lost to Liverpool in the final, fair enough. But we have beaten Leeds United, a championship side, Bolton, another, I think a League One side even. Then Spurs on penalties, of course, the bottle experts, and also Arsenal. So we have beaten some tough opposition along the course of course, the FA Cup. The Carabao Cup goes to Spurs, and we have been knocked out in round 3 to Coventry City on penalties. I mean, just look at the goals from Ronaldo. I mean, 31 goals, 27 coming in the Premier League. He's gone down by 2, he's 39. But he's Mr. Perfect. I mean, 31 goals in 44 appearances at the age of 39 is just... it's nearly unhuman. Sadio Mane has gone up by 1 at the age of 32. 18 goals, 5 assists. Talisca, the Brazilian right winger, we've of course converted him to a right winger, and he's had 16 goals and 3 assists in, of course, 36 games. And the others as well, Otavio, 9 goals, 11 assists. Fofana, I mean, again, it just confirms my decision to have been the right one at the beginning, to recall him, of course, from loan. This is the squad going into season number 2, before, of course, bringing in any players. And what I can say is Tellez on the left back is a bit weak. 80 rated is alright, but the weakest link of the team. And yes, maybe a centre back, central defensive midfielder, and of course a striker for the future, because Ronaldo at 39 years of age is retiring at the end of the season. First guy we are going in for in this transfer window, the first one in the second season, is going to be Alphonso Davies. A left back, plays for Real Madrid in this save, 73 million. And it is going to be a B rating. I have also set up a network, a scouting network in Saudi Arabia already last season, and a few gems have already been introduced to the team. I'm going to show you in a second. Second player we are going in for is a player from PSG. It is Manuel Ugarte, who will become a crucial player of this team. He is 23 years old, 83 rated, in a perfect age bracket. We'll give him 80,000 for age. He wants 85k. We'll give it to him 89 without the bonuses, and so we have our second player of the second season coming in. Of course, a big upgrade over our current CDM for Fana, and also a big boost in our squad depth, another B rating, well done. Finally, we are buying a striker. As I said, we need a man who can replace Ronaldo at the end of this season, and we have found our man, 20 years younger than Ronaldo, and he'll get a good wage, I'd say 50k, hope it's enough. And oh, it was actually on the money here, 51 he wants, and he accepts. And Evan Ferguson is on his way from AC Milan in this save to Al Nassr. Here he comes into our offices. Look at those fancy offices, I mean. This looks cracked, absolutely cracked. And here comes Mr. Rebuild Sombrero, look at him. He's dressed well here. Evan Ferguson comes in from AC Milan for 15 million on the dot. The price rating is going to be an A as usual. As I've told you guys before, we have certainly one exceptional talent in the squad, and his name is Ilyas Al-Shahani. I think that's how you say it. Maybe I've butchered the name. I'm sorry if yes, so let me know in the comments. But he is a left winger, 18 years of age, 75 rated, and he is, of course, if you can see here, showing great potential. We will play our first game of the season in the Community Shield against Liverpool, the same team we failed to win against in last season's FA Cup final. We go into it, as you can see, with Davies, Ugarte in the starting 11, Ferguson on the bench. Let's get into it. The result is a 1-0 loss. I mean, yeah. So on transfer deadline day, we have done some business, because actually we couldn't sell a couple of players, more than a couple actually. So we've loaned out Al-Ubiari to Wimbledon, Al-Najjar to Watford, Maran to Andorra, Agavi to Barrow, and these are the 4 loans that we made. And then of course we sold Al-Hassan also on deadline day for 1.3 million to Coventry City. We also sold, before, already in July, we sold Yahia also to Coventry City, so Coventry have really gotten a lot of our players. And yes, Akidi to West Brom, Ferguson of course in, just like Ugarte in, and also Davies. So we have spent a total amount of around 140 million euros, which isn't too bad, because this season, of course, we could make signings of players under the age of 30. So this is the squad going into season number 2, of course our first season in Europe's biggest club competition, and we have a strong squad, maybe a little bit of a problem at the centre-back position because Harry Maguire is there with an 81 overall. Alright then, our Champions League group is actually difficult. It's really tricky. We have Milan, Leipzig and Sparta Prague. I mean, Sparta Prague could easily be the whipping boys of this group, maybe even pose a threat, but certainly we don't want to be the whipping boys. With our squad, we should at least put up a fight for that second spot. I wouldn't be mad if we reached third spot, but in the end the target is always to win the Champions League, and the target will always be, the goal will always be to qualify for next season's Champions League. Lads, after 19 games we are in second place. We are in second place, 12 points behind Manchester City, who are running away with it this season. In the Champions League, however, we top our group, so, I mean, great performance. Milan are second, same points as us, just a worse goal difference, maybe head to head, not sure. But Sparta Prague actually came in third, so that's a bit of a surprise. I tipped them to go last, to finish bottom of the group, but it was RB Leipzig who had a shocker, only one win in the round of 16. We are up against Atletico Madrid. I mean, it's a tough opponent, but as I always say, you can't expect an easy opposition in the Champions League, so yeah, you can't always get lucky. We just have to get on with it. So once again, Cristiano is, of course, the top scorer. He's retiring at the end of the season, but he has still put up 12 goals, 10 of them coming in the Premier League, 7.57 match rating in the Prem, which is brilliant. Sadio Mane with 8 goals, 3 assists in 22 games. And our backup striker Evan Ferguson, 7 goals in 13 appearances. Most of them coming in the Prem, of course. Otavio still with 6 goals, 3 assists, 28 games. I mean, the stats aren't actually looking great apart from Ronaldo, but yeah, still alright, I'd say. And I hope for further improvement in the second half of the season. We have also done some business during this first part of the season. Mansour has gone to Al Weda in, of course, Saudi Arabia for 350k. It is Ali going to Southampton for 2.1 million, and Suleimani, who wanted out of the club, on loan to Ettifaq, also, of course, in Saudi Arabia. We actually do have a bit of a problem because Manuel Neuer, who is 38, still 85 rated, he has been injured for a while and is out for 3 months in total. So yes, we will have to rely on this guy, Bukhari, because we've already used all of our transfers, and then maybe I promoted this guy from the youth academy just to fill in the void as long as Neuer is absent. Here we are then, for the first leg of the round of 16. It is Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano against Al Nassr. We go into it with a strong starting 11, apart from, of course, the goalkeeper Bukhari, who is 63 rated. He's, of course, the substitute for Neuer, who's still injured. But otherwise, a little bit of a tired Laporte. Can we do something in Madrid? That is the question. We go into it. The result of the first leg away is a 2-2 draw. It is Talisca bringing us in front. Højbjerg getting the equalizer, Parejo bringing Madrid in front, Atleti, and then Mane at the death in the 89th minute scores the equalizer, the all-important equalizer it could be. Guess who's back, lads? It is our goalkeeper Neuer. He's back in nets, and I'm feeling much more confident for some reason, because of course it's a 22-point upgrade. Nonetheless, we get into it on the 12th of March at home. With a full-strength starting 11, Neuer still a bit tired, but let's not talk, let's just see the result. At home against Atletico is a 1-0 loss, and we out. Riquelme scores at the halftime break and or just before it, and that means of course Ronaldo misses a penalty in the 48th. That's not how he wanted his last season to go, but it ends in heartbreak in the round of 16. So at the end of the season, lads, nothing really much changes. We finish in a Champions League spot, in second place, 11 points behind Manchester City, so we could actually keep up with them in the second part of the season. Because I think it were like 12 points difference at the halfway point, so we didn't actually do badly. We've only lost 5 games, 81 points, of course 14 less than last season, but last season was like a miracle. I mean, I'm more than happy that we qualified once more for the Champions League, 80 plus points, 75 goals scored. I mean, a good season altogether. The FA Cup goes to Liverpool over Manchester United 2-0 in the final. I don't see us at first glance, of course. I mean, of course, we had to face Manchester City in round 4. The Carabao Cup goes to Manchester City, so another title to them, the domestic treble actually. Champions League, oh my god, it is the quadruple for Manchester City. They have beaten Leverkusen 3-2 and they have won the quadruple, of course. Europa League goes to Benfica. They've lifted their own curse here. I mean, Ronaldo in his final season of his career is still balling out. 22 goals, 4 assists in 40 games as the captain. Talisca with 18 and 7 in 43. Mane 14 and 6. Even Evan Ferguson, who is of course going to be a more reliable striker in the future because Ronaldo is retiring, has scored 11 goals. Otavio, 51 games for him and Brozovic. I mean, these two guys are monsters. 16 goal contributions for Otavio and 15 for Brozovic. So not a bad season. And even our youth academy product, our superstar talent, with 20 appearances, 4 goals. Having a look here at the team, of course, at the end of season number 2, and as you can see, it's a great team. No player is under the overall of 82, but Trippier has gone down. Maguire has actually gone up by 1 during the season. Neuer has gone down, of course, also due to his injury, but otherwise we have Al-Sharani up to a 78, Ferguson up to a 78, the 2 youngsters of this team. And here is another young player who will maybe have an impact in the future, but not yet ready. His name is Abdul Rahman Saleh as well. I mean, maybe we should loan these 2 players out. Let's just see what we can do in season number 3. Going into season number 3, we have 183 million to our disposal, which is of course by far the record budget so far. It means that we can spend more, and also more on players under the age of 30, because once again, of course, we are in the Champions League, which means this rule doesn't exist for this moment in time. Of course, we will need to strengthen our striker force, because Ferguson, while he's only 20 years old, he's only 78 rated for the moment, and Maran, our man who returned from loan now, is 24-64 rated. So we need more options, especially, as I said, a good striker, and then maybe a better centre back and a better right back. These 2 positions plus the striker need to be improved on, in my opinion. So we have come to the end of the transfer window, the first one of the 3rd season. It's again some players gone out on loan. Once again, Al-Nemer gone out on loan to Amorebieta in Spain. Ramos gone to Osasuna, also in Spain. Al-Shamari has gone to Huddersfield on loan. And then we have sold some players to get in some funds. Notably, Bukhari, our backup keeper from last season, for 460k, so not a lot of money, but oh well, he's gone to the Turkish league. Havzavi has gone to Monaco for 3.5 million. Ganam has gone to Brighton, 5.8 million. Our rotational right back, again, 38, not much to come for. And then Gisley Conan has also gone because we have, of course, on our left back a few options. And yes, I'm going to show you the squad in a moment. What we have done in incomings, income have Courtois. I know, lads, you will say, yes, but you have Neuer and everything. Yes, we have Neuer, and Neuer is also still there. But Neuer, of course, is 84 rated, while Courtois is 90 rated. He had only 10 months remaining on his contract, so that's why I snapped him up. Then we have sold Harry Maguire. He has helped us win the Premier League. He's also helped us establish ourselves in the league and in the Champions League. But we have swapped him out to get our striker, an exciting prospect, who of course is 20 years old. I mean, first I was debating while looking through the options if I'd go for a more experienced kind of striker. But Lewandowski didn't want to come, and then I thought, why not split the charge between Vitor Roque and Ferguson, with 2 overall lower, so Roque will get a lot of game time. And both are for the future. And then the final one is our biggest one. Also, as you can see, Ronaldo Araujo, a centre-back, of course, replacing Harry Maguire. He is 26 years old and 89 rated. He came from Barcelona for 92.5 million, so a lot of money compared to Roque, who only cost us 30 plus Maguire, Courtois, who only cost us 33, but Araujo is only 26, and his contract was still expiring. And that's why we got him on such a cheap deal, because his market value, of course, 118 million. Couldn't have got it otherwise. But yeah, I'm really happy with this first transfer window of the 3rd season. And this is how we go into it. I mean, yes, the squad is looking a bit weaker up top. Of course, Ronaldo, an 84 rated striker, has retired. And of course, he put in the numbers, as we saw both the seasons. He was, of course, our top scorer. But our squad is coming together nicely, and Operation, of course, rejuvenating the squad has also begun, because Roque is young, Ugarte is still young, 24, Araujo is young, 26, Davies is young, 24, but the others are still, of course, most of them 30 plus. Ferguson also young, and then our youth academy product, who's gone up to a 79, Al Shahani. Should probably show you the Champions League group where we're in this season. We're in Group C alongside Inter, Braga and Kiev. And to be honest, lads, this is still, whilst still a competitive group, it's less tough, at least expected to be, than last season. So lads, I have very good news. At the halfway point of the season, we are in 1st place. After 20 games, 44 points, 2 points ahead of Liverpool, 3 ahead of Arsenal, and 7 ahead of 4th place Spurs. I mean, as I said, the target, the goal has to be top 4 every single season from here on now. In the Champions League, we've topped our group, actually, with Inter coming in 2nd on the same points as us. Kiev 5 points down. In 3rd place, actually respectable finish still for them. But Braga have really had a stinker in this group. I mean, 0 points in 6 games. But in the round of 16, we will be facing RB Leipzig from Germany. This season was, or is still, Anderson Talisca's season. 31 years of age, but 18 goals, 5 assists, so 23 contributions in 29 games, which is great. I mean, we are just at the halfway point of the season, remember that. So, great effort so far by the lad, but Vitor Roque gets on the score sheet as well, 9 goals in 22 games. Otavio with 10 goals from Cannes, so not bad. Here we are then, lads, for the first encounter with RB Leipzig in Germany. the result of the first leg in Germany is going to be a 2-0 draw. Not too bad, but still all in the balance. Elmas gives them the lead, Mane with the equalizer in the 51st minute, Baumgartner gives them another lead, and then Mane with the brace in the 61st. So, all to play for in the second leg. Araujo 90, Courtois still 90, Davies 85. This is an incredible team. And we just need to do something at home in the second leg, 2-2 from the first. Against Leipzig. Let's get in and hope. Fingers crossed. It's a win! It's Ronald Araujo in the 38th minute. Surely a header, and I mean, oh my god, I'm so relieved. We will be facing Juventus, of course. I mean, Juventus really begin to really annoy me, because we always seem to face them in each and every rebuild, and they're always a pain in our backside. So, I mean, all the others are good as well, but why always Juventus? Why always us against Juventus? I don't know, but oh well, just get on with it, I guess. Just get into the game with good belief, with crossed fingers, and the result is a 1-0 win. It is Ugarte in the 44th minute. Can we capitalize on our first leg advantage? It was 1-0 in Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, and now in the Juventus Stadium we go there with confidence. We get into it. The result is another 1-0 win. It is Sadio Mane, yet again, our superstar, in the 88th minute. In the semi-finals, we will be facing Inter Milan, so once again, the only remaining Italian side had to be drawn up against us. We get into the game at San Siro, a very historical stadium, with our full-strength starting 11. At Inter Milan, against Al Nassr. The result in the first leg is a 4-2 defeat. So, yeah, the dream of winning the Champions League in season number 3 would come to a crushing, and just one step before the final. Get into it. The home leg is a 1-0 win, but unfortunately, that means, of course, that we are out of the Champions League in painful fashion in the semi-finals. I'm still in tears, lads. But oh well, I shall inform you that Barcelona have won the Champions League. We go on to win the Premier League by the extremely smallest of margins. On goal difference, and goal difference wasn't even enough, because actually it was goals for, so goals scored, that decided this season's Premier League winner. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a table that close. The FA Cup goes to Liverpool, at least they get some consolation after, of course, losing out to us. The Carabao Cup goes to Chelsea. The Europa League goes to Marseille over Liverpool, so Liverpool have lost a final, and they've also won one, of course. And the Conference League, finally, the Conference League goes to Bergamo, aka Atalanta, over PSV, the Dutch side, in the final. Considering this was our first season without talisman Ronaldo, we've done exceptionally well. We have done an incredible job. Just look at the goals between the two first players here in the stats. I mean, 50 goals in 100 appearances between these two, just between the two of them. Wow, just incredible. I mean, and Talisca isn't even a striker. He scored 32 goals. 32 goals and 39 contributions in total, 24 goals in the Premier League. So, what an incredible player. What a late bloomer, I'd say. So lads, the squad going into season number 4 at the beginning, before making any transfers, it looks like this, and although it looks good, I mean, especially the starting 11, I have to say that Trippier is decreasing fast, and he's also retiring at the end of the season, which, of course, we have no backup fullbacks also on the bench, and our bench is looking a bit sus, apart from maybe Sharani, Ferguson, and Fofana, because even Neuer is decreasing. As you can see, lads, on the top left, we have 252 million this season, which is an incredible sum. And we are going in for Trent Alexander-Arnold here first. Let's try 70 million. I mean, his contract is expiring in 10 months. He's playing for Real Madrid right now. Yeah, Carlo Ancelotti is having none of it. I mean, 85 is still a brilliant deal, and we get the cut price deal on, of course, Alexander-Arnold, which is great. Here he is then. He wants, of course, a crucial squad role. To give him 5 years. Looks a bit annoyed here, a bit unsure what to do. But of course the Saudi bag is going to come. I give him 250k, 500k signing on bonus, and that's what he's going to accept. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the first signing of season number 4. It is going to be Bukayo Saka from Arsenal. His contract is running down. He's only 24 years of age. 90 rated. He will want a crucial squad role. 5 years of contract, of course. Bukayo Saka is going to be the second signing of this season. He comes in for round about 115 million. For a bit of a backup rotational centre back, we are going for a Manchester City player, an ex-Manchester City player now, just like Laporte. It is Nathan Ake. 10 months were remaining on his contract. We didn't have that big of a transfer budget left. 20.3 million, great signing, great price. We have done some business in this transfer window, not only going in but also going out. Hagavi has gone to Leyton Orient on loan. Maran has gone on loan to Bristol City. And then a big one, Alex Telles has gone to Manchester City for 15.5 million on a permanent. And of course the 3 transfers that I've already shown you, Ake, Trent and Saka, all coming into Al Nassr to, of course, build up another quest to win the Champions League in season number 4. And this is how great the squad is looking like going into this season. I mean, just look at the overalls. I don't really need to tell you a lot more. Ake is on the subs bench, of course, as a rotational backup, but a much stronger one than the previous player Al Amri, who is already 29. He's also transfer listed, couldn't get him out yet. But the squad with Alexander-Arnold on the right back, Saka on the right wing, so our right side is completely rejuvenated now with 2 Premier League experienced players. And of course this squad is fire. It's absolutely great. We are of course once again in the UEFA Champions League, and with RB Leipzig we of course have somebody that we know well because we faced them already last season. And Olympique Marseille and Rangers should be, to be honest, affordable. They should be beatable, and we should get out of this group alongside RB Leipzig. I mean, we were in the semi-finals last year. I want us to have another good crack and, of course, Champions League glory this season. So the least we can do is get out of this group. At the halfway point of season 4, we are leading the way, and we are leading it quite comfortably, I'd say. We are leading 7 points ahead of Spurs after 20 games. I mean, Nottingham Forest in third is quite a bit of a surprise. Otherwise, yeah, Manchester City down in 8th. So, yes, everything tight from, say, 4th to 11th. Only 2 points between 4th and 11th, but we are, of course, pulling away. Only 1 loss, 55 goals for in 20 games. In the Champions League it was very, very, very tight. I mean, just look at those three first place teams. We are in first, fortunately I'd say, with exactly the same goal difference than Leipzig. It probably was something with head-to-head that decided that we should, of course, top the group. But yeah, we could have gone third easily in this group. I mean, Rangers have been destroyed, and certainly Marseille fans' hearts have also been destroyed, being third, 12 points, and yes, still going to the Europa League. But in the round of 16, we are facing our opponent of dreams. Of course, it had to be Atletico Madrid. We have done some business, so Al Amri has gone to Al Hilal for 2.3 million, and Al Oleva has gone to Saint Etienne on a loan. He wanted to leave, so I let him leave on a loan. I mean, Sadio Mane is an absolute king. He has been a revelation for us ever since Ronaldo left. And even Otavio, 21 contributions in 29 games, borderline even, on the same level as Sadio Mane, but even Talisca from the bench mainly, as we've now bought Saka with 10 goals. Roque with 7 goals, could be a little bit better, 7 in the Premier League, alright, but could be a little bit better. Saka with 6 goals only, 3 assists. I'm expecting a little bit more from these guys. I mean, these 3 have carried us here. More than, at least double digits for all 3 of them. The old guard. But the young guard, especially Roque, Saka, Ferguson, have to really step their game up. Al-Shakhani, also him, 4 goals. Maybe now is the time for him to shine as well. Because yes, he has that potential, and we really need to get him going. Here's to the round of 16, first leg then. It is Atletico Madrid, our favorite opponents, against Al Nassr. Let's just get into it. A full strength starting 11, as I always say. The result of the first leg in Madrid is a 2-all draw. It's a 2-all draw. Wow, many things happened in the first 10 minutes. A goal in the first minute by Davies. Gabriel Jesus then equalized. Saka with, of course, another goal for us in the 54th. And Jesus with yet another equalizer. I mean, he's already cursed me. Jesus has scored a brace for Madrid to give them a draw against us in the first leg. The second leg of the Champions League round of 16. It is Al Nassr against Atletico Madrid. We play at home at the King Fahd Stadium with a good starting 11. And yeah, just see what happens. The second leg against Atletico is a 3-1 win. It is Gabri Veiga scoring for them, but Otavio, Alexander-Arnold, and of course our star boy Vitor Roque giving us the edge over, of course, Atletico Madrid, who have been poor in that second leg. Only 1 chance. We had 6 chances, we scored 3, and we deservedly go through to the quarterfinals. And in the quarterfinals, it is Bayern Munich, our opposition. I mean, OGC Nice, how have they made it into the quarterfinals? And even Sevilla, I mean, some interesting proposition here in the quarterfinals. Away in Munich, the first leg. Let's get into it with a full strength starting 11. The result in Munich is a 0-0 draw. Nothing happened at all. Alright lads, here we go. The second leg. At home in Saudi Arabia. No one suspended, no one injured. We just go into it. The result is a 3-2 win. It is a win for Al Nassr against Bayern Munich. Oh my god, and it was deserved as well. 6 shots to 2, 5 chances to 2. They scored 2 goals. De Ligt in the 5th minute gave them the early lead. But Sadio Mane, of course, next Bayern Munich player, gave us the equalizer and the lead in the 55th minute. Koeman then equalized once again, taking it to extra time, where Ugarte, of course, our new man from season number 2, scored the winner in the 105th minute. We are facing OGC Nice of France. I mean, wow. Al Nassr against OGC Nice, once again without suspension, without injuries. Just get into it. The first leg of the semi-finals at home is a 3-1 win. We are one step away from the final. It is Mane yet again with a brilliant display. It is a brace by the Senegalese. In the south coast of France, it is OGC Nice against Al Nassr from Saudi Arabia. Can we overcome that hurdle that last year we of course failed to overcome? Let's get into the game. 3-run advantage. The result is a 2-1 defeat, but it does not matter. And in the Champions League final, we will be playing AC Milan from Italy. Of course, another Italian. We have won the Premier League by 9 points. Second place is Chelsea with 74. We have made 83 points, 86 goals scored, which is of course 11 more than second most Manchester City. In the FA Cup, we win the final against Manchester City, and it couldn't be any more poetic because it is Kieran Trippier, the man who of course will retire at the end of the season, scoring in the 88th minute to give Al Nassr their of course second FA Cup. And the other 2 goals once again of course come from Sadio Mane, who gave us a 2-0 advantage. Julian Alvarez and Haaland bringing City back to level terms, but of course Kieran Trippier, the legend, gives us the edge in the FA Cup final. The Carabao Cup goes to Spurs. We actually, let's see what we did. We got knocked out by Manchester City, so at least one competition where City got the better of us. Here are the stats for the season. I mean, Sadio Mane is just from another planet. He brought up Cristiano Ronaldo-like stats, and even Cristiano couldn't do this what of course Sadio Mane has done here. I mean, even Otavio, 31 contribution in 58 games. Talisca, 15 in 29. I mean, even Ferguson, 13 goals. Saka, 12 goals. Roque, 12 goals. Shahani, 10 goals, 7 assists. I mean, 18 assists for Brozovic. This team, this season number 4, has been on another level. And I mean, we have already won the double. Let's go for, of course, a treble in the Champions League against AC Milan. Here we are then. It is Milan against Al Nassr at the Olympiastadion in Berlin. It is Ronald Araujo. Ronald Araujo dribbling out of defense, going for Otavio. Otavio for Roque. Early chance, and it is Mike Maignan with a first save. And we are continuing our pressure. It is Saka to Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold to Otavio. Otavio can't get the pass, but now he does. It's Roque! It is Vitor Roque with the lead for Al Nassr. In the 7th minute, he's cooking. He is literally cooking. I mean, they just couldn't get the ball out here. Otavio gave them a chance with a missed pass, but then he got the ball back, and yeah. You don't have to ask him 2 times, Vitor Roque. The first one, he already missed 1 chance, and Rebuild Sombrero is very happy because 2 times Roque won't miss. It is Milan 0, Al Nassr 1. Milan looking to react quickly here. It is Samuel Chukwueze. Oh well, he's going through our defense like it's nothing. Careful, but well defended here by Ronald Araujo. AC Milan are getting stronger by minute, and it is Courtois getting the ball here. Well done, lads. Courtois to Davies, doesn't get the ball. AC Milan are over us right now. It is Rafa Leao and the equalizer. I mean, you could have seen it coming. It is Rafa Leao doing the gritty on us. Piss off, Leao. I mean, it's only the equalizer, yeah? Alright, man. Yeah, we didn't defend well, and I can understand why we have conceded so many goals throughout the season. Leao just, yeah. Courtois beaten on the front post. Not a good look, but oh well. It is 1-1. Laporte to Davies. Davies, what can he do? Davies to Otavio. Otavio sees Vitor Roque once again. The star boy doesn't get it on target. Davies to Brozovic. Brozovic to Otavio. Otavio, can he pick out Ugarte? Yes, he can. Now it is Vitor Roque. Vitor Roque. The man is on fire! The man is literally on fire. He's playing golf here. And he knows why, because he knows where the back of that net is. I mean, just look at this. He's not even favorite to get that into the net. But Maignan is one of the best keepers in the world. He just can't get anything to it because it's too perfectly struck. Not even 2 goalkeepers would have kept that out. Of course, on a counter-attack here, it is Sadio Mane. Who can he see? He sees Davies. Davies. What can he do? Maignan, it's a corner. Brozovic picks out Laporte. Laporte! Laporte gets another chance! Haha, bicycle kick. But of course, Maignan was not going to be beaten from there. Enes Ünal. Don't know why he is in the striking position, but oh, it's dangerous here. They cut through us. It's Leao, and it's Courtois who has to make a good save here to deny Leao a second goal. Brozovic. We can't get the ball off them. Yes, we can, but Brozovic gives it away immediately. It is Reinders who picks out Guimaraes. Well played here from AC Milan. Oh, what a turn by Ünal, but we can defend here. Okay. Mane gets back the ball. Otavio, such a smooth player, Otavio, lads. I can only tell you and recommend you to use Otavio. Just look at him, Otavio. Oh, the goal is open! Wow, I mean, the goal was just open for a second here. Where is Maignan going? I mean, oh my God. Unfortunately, Otavio can't capitalize on it. Sadio. Sadio back to Otavio. Otavio for Vitor. Vitor, can he pick out the hat-trick? Vitor, no, not yet at least. Defended by Laporte. Courtois gets it out. Long ball to Vitor Roque, who can Get the ball to Otavio. Otavio, the silky smooth player. Otavio, what can he do? It's oh, what a chip from Otavio! Our Portuguese wizard, with of course a cheeky chip here over the French goalkeeper Maignan, and that means we have made yet another counter-attack, and we have converted yet another counter-attack. And in the Olympiastadion in Berlin, it is Al Nassr 3, AC Milan 1. Ronaldo turns around Unal here, a bit dangerous, but he keeps the ball. Brozovic to Roque. Roque is still on a hat-trick, but lays it off! It is Otavio! What a chance! It is Sadio Mane! Sadio still has the ball. Sadio! And a save by Maignan. And then Chukwueze can go. What can he do on the other side? Laporte, our captain. Can he keep up with Chukwueze? No, he can't. It is Courtois with a save here. We'll be making some changes here. It is Vitor Roque on a, of course, hat-trick, but he had to go off because he's tired. Al-Shakhan is also coming in for Mane. And Alexander-Arnold is going off because we want to give Trippier his final game, his final contributions. AC Milan, can they get another consolation back? Maybe put us under a bit more pressure? No, not yet at least. It is Evan Ferguson. Can he go through here? Evan Ferguson against Maignan. He gets past the keeper but can't get past the defender. And it stays at 3-1. Seconds away from lifting that ominous Champions League trophy for the Saudi Arabian Giants on us here. Just hold out here against Leao, who gets taken out. No foul, says the referee. I don't care. It is a counter. We lose the ball, but no matter what, you know what, lads? The referee should blow his whistle, and he does. It is Milan in the mud. It is Al Nassr on top of the world. We have won the Champions League in season 4. It has taken us 4 seasons. We were close to it last season already, but this season we get over the line. Roque with 2 goals, Otavio with another. It's Al Nassr, who of course have deserved to win the Champions League. Don't forget that they also won the treble with, of course, the league and the cup already secured before. But lads, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and of course tell me in the comments what else you want to see next. I have a lot of ideas, as I always tell you, but of course I'm going to listen to some of your suggestions. Now, please enjoy the title celebrations as Aymeric Laporte will lift the Champions League trophy for Al Nassr for the first time and probably the last in their history.